Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today, I am fighting daylight savings time. I don't know if you noticed, but it's actually throwing off my shot a little bit. But in all seriousness, what we're talking about is a subscriber email that I got from Tia Bar titled Fuel Relief. So this has been a topic that's been talked about a lot recently, and I think it's important now more than ever to really take notes from each other and see what others have to say. I actually want to go over what Tia is saying, how it actually is. Also, if you guys ever want to send me anything via email, ever want me to talk about something, feel free to email me at drivenwild@gmail.com. I am not going to be able to get through everything, but I will get through as much as I can, especially if it's about a trending topic. Due to the recent attempt by DD, UE, and GH to give relief on rising fuel prices, I have been exploring ways I can reduce the cost myself. This includes getting the DD Direct card. Let's face it, 10% was an impressive jump from 2%. On the other hand, 5%, 5 cents a mile after 100 miles is not enough to turn off my other sources of income. There's a lot broken down. There's a lot being said in that first paragraph, so let's talk about that. She's talking about the Dasher Direct card. So in case you guys don't know what that is, I made a video about it. I'll leave that link in the description. But recently they jumped the 2% cash back on that card to 10%, and it's really temporary. It was clearly a product push by Doordash. On the other hand, 5 cents a mile after 100 miles was not enough to turn off my other sources of income. Instead of focusing specifically on keeping DoorDash on and turning off Uber Eats and Grubhub, 5 cents a mile doesn't make sense. Don't go out of your way for these promos. They're a nice addition, but they're not the main source. 80% of your income is going to come from 20% of the cause, and 20% of the cause is getting customer tips. With Dasher Direct, it isn't taken at all stations, but in my small town, it is taken by most. But only 2 stations that offer additional savings. One is the Get Up app, but on most days, it has nothing for me to claim. The other is Shell. This could be a hidden gem, and I strongly urge you to do some research into their Fuel Reward app. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna make that video in the future. So make sure you subscribe and keep an eye for that video to drop. With Dasher Direct, it isn't taken at all stations, but is taken by most. That's to be expected from any app like that, or any card. Like, it's not going to support every single station, but only 2 offer additional savings with the Get Upside app and Shell. Only 2 actually have additional savings on top of what is already being presented from Dasher Direct. You should definitely have the Get Upside app because you don't want to leave money on the table. It was smart of you to isolate the 2 gas stations that are going to provide you the most savings. Starting out, you get an upfront savings of 3 cents a gallon. After you reach gold status, I think 7 fill-ups, it goes to 5 cents a gallon. They sent me an email offer after 2 fill-ups, 10 gallons or more, an additional 15 cents per gallon one-time use, up to 20 gallons. I'll share what my price per gallon was. Remember, I'm in a small town, so don't weep. You also get in-store purchase reward. EX, buy a large fountain drink, save 5 cents a gallon. Buy a large coffee, save 5 cents. Or a large pizza, save 10 cents per gallon. Then you have restaurant offers, even online shopping offers. Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on here. I think you made a lot of people jealous here. Let me ask you a question, and I'm sure that you'll tell me in the comments. Is this after or before all the savings that you did? Because I'll tell you what, there's $1 added to most people in most markets. So if that's the case, Shell really is a hidden gem. That is something to definitely look into. I am definitely going to take the time to look into the savings program that Shell provides. Not to mention, if you guys are in the area of any Stop and Shops or anything like that, Shell stations actually partner with them, so you can actually use the points you gain from Stop and Shop and put it into Shell. So that's actually really impressive as well. However, my area is just filled with Publix. They also stopped buying fuel from Russia. Disclaimer, this is not a political channel, never has or never will be. That's too funny. Man, you guys got my content down to a T. Am I that predictable? Like, I hope that's something that I'm known for at this point. Don't go spending all your money trying to save on gas, but don't let savings sit in an app unused. That's a good point. You should try to be reducing costs, not trying to keep your money tied up in an app of some sort, because your money should be working for you, not against you. Don't leave money on the table, but try to utilize the savings where you can. Love your channel, keep up the great work, and don't be jealous of others' content. People want drama, not your style. Reality and rational thinking is for the quality viewer, quality over content, and you're not the average Joe. Thanks, Tia. That was really sweet. You get me all teary-eyed. What's going on here? This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think if you have Shell gas stations near you that are actually worth going to where Shell gas stations are just as high as every other gas station, you should definitely consider utilizing this app. However, I will say this, because there's a Shell station that I used to know in New York. It was usually about $1 more than everybody else as far as gas goes. But they inflated their prices because there was a Stop and Shop near there. And because of that, they kind of abused that in such a way to where they're not losing money. So they inflated the price. Make sure you're not falling victim to that either. I think the breakdown of fuel relief programs are with DDUE and GH is actually a good point. What they are is just fuel relief, but you're not going to go out of your way for any of them. Doordash runs it on a milestone system, so if you're driving 100 miles, you'll end up hitting it. You'll end up getting an extra $5. It's $10 if you go 175 and $15 if you go 225. But that doesn't mean you should hard focus on Doordash. Only hard focus on Doordash if that's the app that is making you the most money. And then the other two are kind of filling in the gaps. Uber Eats, they'll pay you per delivery. It doesn't matter whether or not you're going 10 miles or a mile. They will pay you per delivery. Grubhub is going to pay you for the miles you drive during deliveries, but they never really specified the metrics, like how much are they actually going to pay people. So we'll see on Grubhub. 10% was an impressive jump from 2%. I still think there's a lot of opportunity cost that comes with the Dasher Direct card. As gig workers, you're going to have a really hard time building your credit score. Credit score dictates way too much of the finance world right now. It's irresponsible to not build your credit score. Again, thank you, Tia, for sending me this email. If you guys also want to send me an email, feel free to email me. I'll leave my email in the description as usual. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.